Hey there everyone, I'm the Gross Kitty and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It's been a while, but last time we found out that Hifumi and Taka are now dead. Hifumi was still alive when we found him, and said that Hiro did that to him, but I don't know. Maybe Hiro did the kill on Hifumi, but honestly, I also think Celeste may have been involved just because, like, the last, what's it called? Motive was money, and she's the ultimate gambler, so I think that would have been an obvious choice, so my bet's either Hiro or Celeste at this point. Before we get into the video, hit the notification. Oh my gosh. Leave a like if you did like this video, and leave a comment with your thoughts on the video or any games you'd like to see me play in the future. Consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I will upload very frequently, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. You could also follow me on Twitter at TheGrossKitty right here on the screen, and I will tweet out when I post. And I will see you all in the video. On to the video. Okay, this video may be a little shorter just because I'm only going to be doing the investigation. Taka. He'll never move again. Keen observation, Makoto. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died to a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. Okay, Makoto, you don't need to point it out. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? All I can think is maybe there's two things I can think. I was thinking, I don't know if that would make sense. They had the cart, what's it called, the trolley, but my question is, how would they be able to get that up the stairs? So my other guess is Hifumi ended up coming up here somehow. From the nurse's office where he was discovered here in the repository, all the way to the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the heck? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Wait, there was more blood. There was blood on his glasses and everything. Where'd that blood go? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Am I wrong? Am I wrong or whatever? Yeah, there was blood on his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. Yeah. I didn't even see that. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Hifumi's glasses have been added. What we got up here? There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, though some are more like the mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't sturdy at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Huh. Spotless hammer has been added to the truth board. Huh. Well, there's obviously 4 hammers missing, so there was a 5th hammer involved. Allie? Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Yeah, I remember that. I couldn't get inside either. Are you blind? It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. Yeah, how about when... no, because she didn't come... I was gonna say Celeste was near there when she was supposed to be downstairs, but she wasn't in the repository. She was outside the room. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. She was outside the art room. The door that Tina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside of the repository. Well, yeah, that's why we couldn't get into the repository earlier. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. The door was designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, Soa had already got into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there is no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Repository door has been added. Cool. Can I leave now? Nope. No. No.
So then.
Byakuya, what do you got? Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be saved as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. Yeah, but there's also the kind-hearted, scaredy cat that can't... It doesn't seem like he's capable of something like that. I mean, he is kinda dumb. That's rude. I don't disagree, but that's rude. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no. There are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The only other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances. You'll get found out. Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Yes. Really? Okay. What we got? What else we got? Oh. What else do we have? It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it used to move statues around. Kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily used to move Hifumi, because there's no way that dolly would have gone up 3 floors. But say someone was strong enough to move Taka's body, maybe he was rolled up in the tarp, which is why he's on the edge of the tarp and not the center of the tarp. And maybe he was rolled up in the tarp and put onto the dolly. What's the explanation for that? Because it wouldn't make sense for him to be on the edge of the tarp. Why bother with going with the tarp if you're only going to put him halfway on it and the bloody part's not even fully on the tarp? There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room where Taka was found. Yeah, see? The bloody part of him isn't even on the tarp. Like, why bother putting him on the tarp if that's what's gonna happen? Unless you rolled him up into the tarp. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright, I got a delivery. I got my protein shake. Yes. They're smoothies, but they're shakes. Yeah. Okay, so we said the nurse's office and the physics lab, right? Is it the physics? It was probably the physics lab. Hey, I accidentally walk there all the time anyway. Is this like an elevator, or is it just like a really cool door? Let's check out back here. Okay. Oh, hi. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I missed so much an ultimately rare event. There's some kind of tire. See, I mentioned that I believe the last time. I think I did. There's some kind of mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. Yeah, see, it was the trolley. It was used to carry Taka's body, not Hifumi's. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on the tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Yeah, and see, they're both on the floor. I forgot that Taka's body was in the physics lab, so they're both on the 3rd floor. So, and the trolley could have easily been moved to the 3rd floor, and the tarp's in there, so it could have been used to not track any blood. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. See? Even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Well, I gotta point out that the tarp's there and one's missing. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. Yeah. Yes. And we're going down to the first floor. Actually, can I use the map? I can. We need to go towards the nurse's office, right? Yes. The nurse's office is right there. Woo. Celeste? What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. Main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body. How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
correct.
Indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. Oh yeah, and she not only dragged everyone's attention away so that it gave someone enough time to move Taka's body from the physics lab to the repository, but she also drew everyone away from the nurse's office so that someone could drag away Hifumi's body, or Hifumi could walk away himself. So Celeste has been leading both people away from the bodies to move them. I'm just saying. We can Yeah, Nina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. Again, he probably just walked himself up there. Because there's no tire marks in this bloodstain.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is, unless it's Sakura, no one's able to carry him up to the 3rd floor. I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste account has been added. Okay. What's over here? It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glass of cleaning cloth. Okay, so he did walk himself up there because Hifumi and Toko are the Hifumi, Toko, Byakuya. I think they're the only ones wearing glasses now, but I could be wrong. But Hifumi's glasses were wiped off. So possibly he wiped off his glasses, threw away the cleaning cloth, and then walked himself up to the 3rd floor. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's covered in blood. Yeah, and maybe he thought they were on the 3rd floor looking for Taka's body.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, that was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. Glasses, cleaning cloth has been added. What else we got? What's over here? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Yet. That can be arranged. Where else should I go? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more interesting. So, are we edging away from the fact that it might not be Hero? What are you talking about? Unless Hero... I feel like Celeste's involved, but my other guess would be like Hifumi might have killed Taka, was trying to take care of Taka's body by leading them astray, and then somehow ended up getting betrayed by someone. I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Bye.
Yasuhiro's message has been added. So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Hero's room. That's back here. What could possibly be in Hero's room that we'd need? Honestly though, what could possibly be in Hero's room? I like the music though. Hyotaka, Makoto, Mondo, Byakuya, Sayaka, Junko, Soko. Let's go to Junko. The door won't budge, it must be locked. Cool. Celeste, Hiro, Aoi, Sakura, Leon. There's Hiro's room. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Oops, sorry. Oh jeez, this is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I silently checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Someone who's less cleanly than you, Makoto. What's this? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something made out of this. It looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. The handwriting's not neat. The handwriting's not neat. That's not Hiro's handwriting. Robo Justice Blueprints has been added. That's not Hiro's handwriting. Okay, what else we got? Makoto, big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news. Please tell me nothing happened to her. I like her.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. There is no way Kyoko's involved in this. I cannot imagine Kyoko being involved in this. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Kyoko and
I mean,
you. Man, I have had the worst day. Hero? Yeah, we're looking more into that. Oh, but Justice finally made his appearance, huh? Guess Kyoko's the one that found him.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. So if he was jammed into the locker, then he was kind of locked in there. Like someone forced him in there. So someone knew where he was. It looks like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke up. Okay, that's not a way to wake someone up. You can't just kick someone to wake him up. But the fact that he was asleep makes me think he was knocked unconscious and framed.
don't be mean.
I still can't believe he kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something. Okay, that's too far.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed up like that.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened, then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you. Well,
let me
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid frickin' thing.
It seems.
There's a clasp on the back that keeps you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. Yeah, so he was definitely framed. Oh, that looks that looks like a case to like a musical instrument, like the clasp that's on like instruments. Like the clasp is on my clarinet case, for example. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Whew, free at last. Is it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro? More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. Celeste, how did you know that? You weren't there. How would you know that?
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, Makoto and Byakuya are the only ones that knew the blueprints were there. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. The one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's
was
terrible.
Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the one.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
hmm.
Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided you killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh.
I see.
Look. See
See,
how loose it is?
yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
So how would they be able to get the body if you can't bend at the waist?
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
Yeah, but you still can't bend at the waist. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see? It's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Again, my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You were absolutely right. It seems the costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly. Again, Celestine's very adamant about this.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during the whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, tell me? Robo Justice costume has been added to the truth bullet section.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Oh, well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. Those 2 are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then.
You might as well tell us, then.
Hmm.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means
30%
alter
right.
ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
Correct.
It seems that's unfortunate. Or maybe Kyoko did it. But I really don't want her to be linked to this case.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it wrong.
Oh,
I know. That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So.
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. What? Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yo, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it. Honestly, I kind of believe Hero.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note.
Hmm.
With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket. Yeah, so if he passed out, then whoever then obviously whoever caused him to get knocked out took that note.
No way.
Looks like I lost it.
Ah.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
But please, you gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? We're serious. Yasuhiro's account has been added. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why... Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet, don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toka, Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need you to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time. Will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
So, Makoto. First, I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know? They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? I mean, she's not wrong. How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Whee! Can I I can teleport. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so I can teleport here. And go over to the rec room, right? Repository. Repository is in the art room. Shoot, where's the art room? Sorry, sorry, Kyoko, I kinda don't know my way around the hallways. You know what? That's what we should do. It's just my compliment. That's what's gonna happen. It's just me trying to find my way around the hallways. That's gonna be 90% of the videos. It's just me trying to find a way around the hallways. Okay, so repository. Woo! Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment. Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the body.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how uncomfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. It's cracked. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? And if that's 12, then that clock is around a little after 6 o'clock, looks like. Wait, but they discovered the bodies around 8, right? Which means Taka was killed first, not Hifumi. It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. See, I can read a clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. So it does mean 6 in the morning. Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointlessly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Yeah, which means he was definitely killed around 6 in the morning.
In other words.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it could have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch has been added.
However.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there. It's a note.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because.
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Oh, so it's basically saying because he's been dead long enough, his grip's gonna be like super bad because your body goes rigid and like really stiff once you've been dead for a while. Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched hand. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Still a scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Yoko turned to Hifumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added. Okay. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, I get it. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden.
Indeed.
He had stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. Okay, that's not what he means. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. That's the note from Hiro. That was the note that was given to Hiro. But his said 1 a.m. Taka said 6 a.m. Wait, no, because this was in Hifumi's pocket. But the tear, the scrap paper, it looks like it could have come from there, which means Hifumi took the note and stuffed it down there so that it would be hidden and that no one would find it, which means he may have actually killed Taka. I might have been right on that. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Yeah, and see, Taka with his new transformation probably would have been dumb enough to go to that as well.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah. It said, yeah, rec room at 1 a.m. So he was drugged at 1 a.m. Taka was killed around 6 a.m. And then Hifumi was killed around 8 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. My point. Huh? Because there's no way he would have hidden it on purpose.
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped. Yeah, the piece of scrap that was in Taka's hand. They didn't want to make it look like they opened his hand because of the rigor mortis. So they ended up, he ended up taking what he could and ended up leaving that piece of scrap in Taka's hand. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had has been added.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think that I understand. I don't think I understand that part either. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added. Okay.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Alright. I will end the video here. Class trials for next episode. Feel free to leave a comment before you go on your thoughts on the video or any games you'd like to see me play in the future. And leave a like on the video. Did you like that I have been playing multiple games and not just one? If you didn't see multiple games, I guess I'll link them at the end. And consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I upload very frequently, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. I also have a Twitter page at The Gross Kitty right here on the screen. If you would like to see any more content in the future, I will tweet out when I post. And I will see you all later. Bye. Peace off.